All right, so if you're just tuning in, we are talking about transportation issues here on Changes. My studio audience, they have shared how they are struggling. Oh, bro. They are struggling. They shared it with us. Now, someone says the alternative is actually Okada. I don't know what you think about it. Some say it's not too safe, but they're available. They are available. So today we want to find out how we can make them so available and very, very, very safe for people, because the safety is what matters the most. I have two men who are here. One is the president and the other is the secretary. President for Okada Riders Association, Isaac Odro. Hello, Isaac. All right, and I have Timothy Ofosuhene. He is the secretary for Okada Riders Association. I don't know how many of you knew they had an association. Did you know about it? You know. Actually, you take them a lot, right? You use them a lot, so you know. So how long has this association existed?
Oh, so far, I started like 2022.
2022. You started it?
Association, I mean,
okay.
For the place I am.
Okay.
So we started 2022, so
4 years,
4 years
now.
Yeah.
Okay. And you joined it from the inception?
Inception?
Yes. Immediately started. Was that when you joined?
There was one association at IGP before we conducted ours.
Okay. All right. And how long have you been in the Okada business for?
4 years.
You've been in for 4 years. Yeah. Okay. And Timothy, what about you?
Yeah, 5 years now.
You've been in the Okada business for 5 years.
Yes,
5 years. How has it been so far as an Okada rider?
Oh, now the time we started, it was somehow, and I always say the Okada business, it was not encouraging, and people was not used to, because most of the people are afraid of the motor, and some always scared or sitting on the motor, so it was somehow, but now it has become used to because of the traffic and this thing, people used to.
You know, for the sake of our viewers watching us today, I feel the conversation is for everybody. I feel I shouldn't brothelize it too much. I feel I should go local. Yeah. Because so many people watching us this afternoon.
Even we...
because asem way aye kano eye asema efobia ho and omo use Okada ni bebre no mo be person beti asem no wotwi. But there's a video that I want you to take a look at. After this video, we'll delve into the conversation. So let's see.
We Okada we are here. We need to chop. And your cars no kwana also mo ye adwuma. Yenso wo se yenso ye didi. Omomfro.
Obeje di se fita no pa be se ende 10 pe na manya.
Enti no awasa aban no ombo Okada for so. Yenso your mind mu bi. Eden awase yenso ye didi. Yenso ye pay ye chia tax. Oh, so police chi any ade one why.
The police achi me.
Enti no se cars ni nyamba Okada for so you.
Se wa mu be fa why?
You umpa. Ya tese so me se me Okada high sense.
Me
Take
Okada
now pay later.
Okay, so Okada for se mombra mbefro se trotro for na si omuni ho a mo etititi na trotro for no omunya available anko for sheda e ka se o hwehwe trotro kra wunya no mo business e bumi ana.
Oh, trotro ha still a yejuma no da so ho because nye ba bia na trotro betimi akofa obi ofese oba kwan ho be fa trotro no gisen yan ofre ma yan kofa no de neba and obi ho nso a open tem trotro ni ntimi running contem enti open terms are the evidence be protective be my helmet me always I have nose masks.
Okay. Oh, you always have nose mask
with me. Yeah. Okay. So if you open me the be more na wash.
Okay.
Say the dust near there na my helmet me or spare helmet or me moto echi a bit me protect wa maybe assign to me nkosi enti trotro wa ye adwuma trotro ni won so ye adwuma
na de mo ye o na sisi ano nkofo ka se trotro no ukopɛ a wunya ɛna trotro driver ne se ne wo fa no ge 350 pesos o china wo ko ye o se 4 cedis enti sisi ana nioma we sisi na as a traffic wo trotro ne won sisi nkofo bebre e fa Okada na Timothy.
Oh, obofa ana it depend obo how we hear na the intem especially when you are delivering something to someone we hear the intem and you no say wo dey matro a bit delay so dey ono we na adwuma and nya dey a afi no say wo dey internet o pentem no bi sia ona so wo fo bi obefa no but enam say ntama moto ana akra here traffic near more say trotro bit delay a and the moto no ana very fast am obia ntino yadwuma na ekoso especially in delivery
monkofo ni bi ya interview o mo ne say enkoso se na e wo se ekono ase nkofo shuru so mbefro Okada no
oh se me hwe me ne obeka sase se ya se de o si ka sei enhye obi nkran se o mefa o moto ne dan ya se de o ka sei weti so pani mu be hwe bi na o yese yenso Okada fo ya wa ha o kasa na mo te say ase wo mbu na encourage ni say o mefa moto emfa nko baabi nti trotro wo ha eboa trotro nso ni ho a yenso ye wo ha ye eboa nenso se de obeka sa no wan kan ye o so hu se obi sene no a wo ti no
sisi ana ya legalize mo no ama confidence abanko fo mu so mbefro mo ana pa fi se ye legalize ye no ko baabi a usuro police e ma unfa moto mefa baabi wo ha me Satan Osman wa menko because me kumi say ma charge wa me kwa police beje half menko police for no mo jisika wo mo ho pa
e che o de beje o ye nti na ya doje no say hu police wa na me kwa kofa dan na chi me ba aha no me ba me kwa kofa chire me ba me kwa kofa because me je 100 a ono no beje 50 me so me nya adwuma bi ama no ye
asisi IGP sisi o mo jisika bi mo
IGP no one office police ni so kwan so and me celebrity here me rider me need time I make report to police ye chi wa fa ma na o delay o time to the be man na wa ko wenim
oh mo chi bo say why dey
okay normally Okada no police for who ni say mostly obi a commodity no woni motor bi fa ni motor anu akogina ho no ya juma to mo say most of us any license any ma wo say ye nyansa na qualify for riding no any to chi wa visa or license uni bia no o sha say
that's all license a send your be ma wako ana
o license o mini so beje wa kwa be fa so beje o betima ka so mpa bo akra wan lazy ni o beje police be nyeba bia na mo te sa de na so mini mbisa
unimbisa
we wo me kai say police be chi me na o de me call o station me ho na me te se ba ko ka se chale yen ko pe de we di be di banku bi na chere say I te say o target come do mo no o mbe ha yen nti wo so hu na wa ndo je wa mpe bibia anya wa fa wa hu adwene a wo ye den wo twu mutan say wo license say wo den o ka so beje wa beje obenya bibi o de beje
wow the police force mo say o mo tete mo say dia na de chesa say industry no enye as lucrative say ne mo kanu no
madam the mechanic say ana fan ba bi no ye riders no so because say wo say o be ride your business and this license ana you see America say Ghana high 80% of Okada riders omuni licenses
say mo association into omuni license na yede no mo ride
enti no say so far no waba wagye no association ni mu but enema but the mechanic say the isi ayade atum no say association no nye team up say before say you beji obi no say you those documents no say nipa no license and your road insurance ni ade ni nyina woni a o si di won fa ho nchew the redo e ka enti de woni mabu ha request na say wo nya we de obetua ana wo tua service card so no every place ya dona say onya ade ne ma enti say bia so waje 50 I just me why best 600 cedis enti waje 50 out was be 3 times saying and we had na be body from ba be ni free na nkasa say you provide dem ma here or you no obu akwa won share helmet no or helmet
no mama me hu because me nim say emran say we so bia share helmet na so ye tell hu a obi adiza say otafo pa adiza sometimes do you in fact let me ask you this way do you always get the helmet
no please obu ho you so ba kope ono yo Okada rider no or ba kope so obi wo passenger ka so mfama no cross on fama
is in your ma be say no mo ya na say presido
madam any say association no first no enye serious bia said the association dey be obi ni license cross still a o ye adwuma oni ne ho hwe ono ankasa kra won hye bi besisi ya yaje atu me yenso ya namo a ye meeting say ye betu sa namo no ye bedru mre bi ya set time na to na say eso na say woni bia ye ma onye adwuma station.
Okay.
Eno de uko nya wa ma station so na uko nya asema untimi fa meto station nim say na ato into station wow enti no emre kakra bi sa ne nyina be hwe na e de agua kwan.
Enti mo loss mo mra na ebi ne yen.
Ebi ne say on share protective shoe on load the station. On share helmet on load.
More protective shoe I was so be a share. And a dembium.
On share helmet on load the station.
Okay.
Think so far me hold the sana e wo.
Okay.
Shoe ni helmet.
Okay.
And
our license and so.
License. And the yenyan restricting say uni bia onye adwuma.
Pase mrase woni license ni se wutwi anambwa. Na Okada Riders so munya accident pa na munsuru.
Oh. Mu fana gina yan yeso. Ekwan na ho o se chinchini ameko. Esanse me pentem. Ka ekwan o se ka eba obi su di na chi di high speed o pese won force wan san ne ho ansa na de eba na ba. Ebi nso ana de oba no so mrika na no de na abehia wo. Edu onso ntimi ya wo hwe je se udi boma na accident na no.
Na munsuru Timo.
Oh. Since it's our work, we don't have
so sad
no fear.
Yeah. Ajuma wo ye de da biare se wo dwe papa do adwumone. But she wo tribu say e bia mepra. Bo ha mepre ho na san o mepentem but wo pra onim se wo be delay time crash chen ba bia all kono. Nti no de wonim de wo ya wo nsuro because me say me start say erade no na me obe 7 years. Me dim moto kitwa ma moto a ntinse me nam ha me nim de me ye ntino fie bia nim ba ni na so ubenya awotre no de ye say driver ni de wakwasa ba ni na so ubenya awotre ama ho ntise de president we kan ye wo enema bi wo a measures bi a ye put in place wo association dum say ntino eda obeba station bia so load bia no ye amount a yitua because say association obi ahun betumi aka nti nipa no last 2 weeks na ye nipa ba ko opra ye no ka ye ne ko 37 and no association na aboa na ma se no no ayi ye adwuma ni say ye risky nti no ye was some measures bi a ya ga say you put in place the boy home but se sia na aban age atum no na ye be hwemu kena nti no wo ba there are some documents kan ho anu de ye nye wontum
Sister near when
say lances near ade ne road work ne insurance ya ama eno no ye ho ye approach for him ye wo sa nyema no enka ho nya ade a ye beju atum
Sisi ano me nkofo obi pese bia oba be fro Okada but pese make sure say Okada na offer na baby oba be fa no mo ye part of association he fan ye be find them omo aye say omo ye association members no e ya no mo e na den na ye friend say in so dey be ye de betumi aka say nipa no onini o kan association ne ho or protection for what
so far ye ho de oba ho a ye logo bo ho Valley View Okada Association.
Okay.
E bo ho be mo hu say high station enye kwanchen ba bia say obi hia obi
mo trotro station na mo Okada
station na ye apata ase.
Okay.
Udu wa be say high station ti obe fa moto na say bibia ni a be back to station abe complain na say abe bisa ho asem be o gina kwanchen ba bia obi a wonim no da say wonim twi say afi na wo sua o frɛ no so ono so sika ni nti obe fa wo on ka say obe hwe wo say wonim twi nti fa usika ko obeji sika no na wafa ebi nso ana onye rider papa bi nye na adwuma wo ye no petre sa na ode akonya
it's always advisable say obefa wo station and a sticker so wo
yeah
say station ni okay
so for me nim baabi de be ye ho de sa na wo
okay so we are trying so hard to make sure that we are safe on the Okada because whether we like it or not, it's becoming like, the next thing for us. If the trotros are not available, if the taxis are not available, and the Okadas are available, we will have to take the Okada. But then the biggest concern is the pricing. Mustikado. Endorse. Or for some more charge. Meanwhile, your motor. I don't know what charges are.
I know the air no credit. It's I say. Say offer will be every year the neck will be the 37. I am now who say moto no. you can say a risky into us or the risk allowance in issue and what they charge. But the American say any cheap, somebody will be a bit more for me. But and now say, Obi, I say the president can Obi, I would jump on Chebiano. I say, you will total for prices. I don't know, won't me and Jim bro, a fix. And no, a fix, as I say, I know, offer will be not kind of 50% or no back on to go no one said the be our fruit, they senior general. But here is the case, Okada empties her. Say, station, and a station over her. More area no nyina fa wo me say say aside that no there baby offer wa no na dey pay charge wo see ana wo so wo hia wa de ntem ana say wo pese won koy wa de ntem di no say wo ntua only choice and they say no den ka mesre ama abaya so me say obia like one particular station bia no na say be show on who say we a member of Okada Riders bia no anka aban emban sanko foni na since say wadi atum measures I say wodi gu akwa mu ema sa ne man working no say be ya idea sunje be because obia charge say the person the okay is supposed to be cheap because there be amuka say Okada dey fu ahia na auto go but me the 3 liters I adjuma video no pack of manimre
3 liters na you saying
see about for me the fans are cost for
30 cedis 20 cedis the fans about 27 cedis yes it is the whole day 27 cedis bet me aye adjuma
what me da aye adjuma
it depends charge mo kwa ba 100 Ghana no
madam it depends say baby we free by value view na say nipa ne say oba ahanum say ya ekwan ne wa enso sa 3 liters na enso enti around the hona and the over wha
3 liters motor free value view ba had the ebeso
in and out
ebeso
madam
ebeso na ka for a say
on say on ka say men ka say so say ntimi ma hanko on no say old between the ejuma the whole day but say wo call long journey as 3 liters enso
the whole day ebeso
yeah any between the one and say what the ko ba say over say ni sika no bi say akoto
but so when so we load the free value view the aba mo je be 200
yes
oja so value view ba how you say
equivalent to the Okana.
You can send your messages. Yes, exactly. Please keep your messages coming in on 055-157-5757, Will you take an Okada if you get to the transport station and you don't have access to a car? Maybe the shortage in the trotro, in taxi. Is Okada your next stop or your next option? Is that your option, or you rather wait or walk, just like Loco has been doing? When he gets there and there's no ride, Loco would rather walk than to risk his life. And some people, almost through or life, no. Well, because Okada no, as a mudu traffic lights crowd with him.
Oh, and yet, yet, me will be a overtime motor so, especially in Bano. Obetanso which was a misru. We walk around on a director to as a car, no, ya make an order city a break. Barbara soon in the way. Me may have a trauma, me who's a usra, miss me ride do carelessly. I say, me ride care pa, me found, sorry. Me ma who be me show, make you ye said the opener who are winning so tanasano.
Obet me at
your show.
Okay.
It's and say my ache kakra into me said the boha osura be se wabasa ha sei obe mia osa te won so mpeso obe mia wa tobo ko mia wa yeya te meto me bo me ma ma beti sa ma me
se dipa me bre omo hwe no omo de nyina ne se omo pese omo start so omo free Okada ba omo su it is here na be there ne installing confidence be in them. What am I saying? How do we instill that confidence in them for them to know, say, it's okay for me to sit on Okada and I'll be safe? Because for me motocross maintenance water.
Baby, I want station so be bomb for fra. Yeah, the neck test.
Okay.
Nipa mi no na nipa mi ensa e bro so bro moto na ho odin so. People be we ho. Nipa ni na betena so ntimi de nipa mi ensa ne for a. Ne baby o ho a ho ye be hwese de wo be ride ne be ma de wa fa ye de ya ye wa ejuma da wo de be fa kwan ne so am ye hu say say a passenger be na aba na wafa na obetumi anase wontumi me kai boy bi e friend Isaiah obai ye call you test no one qualify ye sign the sika wetu ya no sign ne ne mama no ya engine station.
Oh, wow.
Enti say pese obi wa ehuni wo musa no ntina nke be ka se nka ye mfa measures bi wo say wo moto na pese mfa nye Okada e wo say on join association. Enti association so make sure say nipa we ya gini obetimi ya adwuma no on fa nkrofo nkwankoto asan mu into Uko station association say association asoma sini makofa moto ho bibia ni kra na obetimi aba back to ho abe report it ukofa nkwanchen we bi na se bi wokoro bi wa na se bibisa oni ba bi a woko report it nipa no
that robbery don so sisi no so ya another one because the people brave feel say e moto kra me kokotena so e bi armed robber
ni na association no.
But you see, you are standing by the roadside. You are stranded. You need Okada. How do I say or how do I identify that this guy coming is part of the association? Tibo?
And yeah, Anna, last one be catch up do say, Oma and no. And to know by a high war. Ya t-shirt I share. Location no. Your body boy ha. You know me say this is Bellevue Okada Riders Association.
Nipa no so rider no din bonachi. Say riders so
bonachi. In case of say nipa no say okodi uboni bia na oba akwa onu ne din say me fa no na edin sei na e dey e bonachi obi a din like ne din edin tin bia me dey FK. E bia say ne ma station ni me say I don't know what the water station. Enti no say be ya okoye oboni bia ba me dey ka make ne say since abaya adi atum no anka bibia anya official to the sense enye obia keke say no opposite for restrict on that say enye obia keke na e ma na kwan amana aye Okada
munya uniform amope
ye ni beje ho pa say the be ya ye say eja batakari adoso ntino say ye hu kan papa ntino ama Okada for na adoso ntino say the wo kan e ma ye hu papa e wo but papa so wo pa me Okada me sha ase me wonko ho bebra me ni mo akra ya mpanyimfo mo so me and they trust me too ntino and now say obi so ho a they say they all pay di ntino na say wonam akonia sabi so say wo ka say ebi no suro ni ade because obu ha say akoju obi fon moto akohwi obi sika wo akoyesi nyina o ka say Okada fo ya ni ade so eno so nkyere say papa enim nti de ka message aban ni say nka o fa ni mabi ngwa akom na nka enye say omu a omo ede omu hu ahye association ni mu enko an be opposite for no ebe bo ho ban ama say enema ayi na bibi ayas because Okada na abo bebrebe na sia no menye so say ebetumi agu because abanya nyintum no anyintum kura bodo na say
booming business
dey ajatum
na sia o legalize ntino say o legalize am e dia then yenka ono ngasa emo ho ban mai.
Okay, wow. Shola, you know, this conversation is quite interesting. For me, that I've never sat on a motorbike. Have you? I know you have, yes.
I have. Also because to get from Amasaman so on days that Uber, I told you the road is terrible. So on a day that you will not get Uber in front of your house or for it to come to your house, a savior that will get you to the junction is Okada. So as scary as it is, I know the only reason I sit is because it's only from... It's a short distance,
right?
And you need to be very careful,
right?
About pricing, I stand firm on the fact that Okada charges outrageously.
Yes,
like I'm thinking that they're trying to make 1 week's worth of money in 2 days because how are you charging from Amasaman to Pokwase 60 cedis? It does not make sense.
If you take Trotro, how much is it? Amasaman to Pokwase
5 cedis, barely. Yeah, like their charges. I don't understand. And when you tell them, they'll tell you it's the risk factor. I get that, but have you seen how motor drivers ride? First of all, I think they have a problem with traffic. They don't like to stand in traffic. They don't stand in traffic. So when you see that most of the time, even today on my way to work, just after this traffic light, there was an accident. I stretched my head and there was an Okada man. those who were around were saying, and this is true. They don't stand for a minute to even check. So far as it's traffic and they see that a lot of cars are standing, they don't care. They are just moving in between. They are breaking people's, their side mirror. On what Pibe is billion. And they are gone, yeah. They don't stand to check. They don't stand to do anything. I am thankful that at least now there's an association, because I'm hoping that with the association in place, at least they will be educated properly. Because I'm a man where I live, most of them motorbikers or those who do this motor business, they are not educated. Their brother was driving and then they saw their brother riding and said, oh, Chairman, are riding? And then that's all. They don't know about licensing. They don't know about anything. And every day they get caught. The police officers have about 2,000 billion bikes that they have seized because they are not learning properly. So I'm hoping that with this one, they're able to teach them properly. And I heard you say thieves. It's true. You would sit on most of the time, that's why you have to be careful where you pick the motor. So I'm thinking that when you pick it in a dark spot, obviously, you don't know this person, the person doesn't even look safe to you, and you're about to sit in a dark spot. So the safest place to pick is the station, because motorbikers know each other. Yeah. So if you know someone or familiarize yourself with a few of them, and then when you get there, befriend them.
What if where you are, they don't have a station? It's another thing.
No, I'm not saying where I am, there's no station for Okada either. But I'm just saying that there's a spot where you would find a lot of them. And you would think that is their station. It's not, because every day, every day they sack them and they find a new place. So when you get there, you'd find...
now that is legalized.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I'm hoping that there's a proper station, and when you get there, familiarize yourself with some faces before you pick. Otherwise, if you go and pick somewhere else that is not the jurisdiction that has been put together for them, and something happens to you, it's the same thing. It's like it's like taxi drivers. So you know, taxi drivers have stations, so that if something happens to you, you can go back to the station master and say, this car did A, B, and C to me. I think you should do the same thing. Nah, Ija, your property is kept well. Right. And also, motorists should drive properly. Okada no.
Crazy. Crazy. We have some messages that have come.
Yes, we do.
Well, you can send your messages to us. Shall I reading the messages? Send it to us on 0551575757. You know, today we've gone very local for you.
This one says, hi, Changes. It's always refreshing to embrace your aura, Rosalind and Shola. True definition of beauty and intelligence. Thank you. About this transport issue, they can easily affect your budget. I think Ayalolo is a way out of curbing this transport hurdles. It's relatively cheaper and convenient if you're standing. Shout outs to Ayalolo for parenting our theater and bus projects. We the Gentle Glow crew hopes to be featured on Changes soon. All right. This one says that the drivers are...
Yeah, what? Gentle Blow?
Yes. What do they Glow crew.
What do they do?
I think that, I don't know, I think they have a partnership with Ayalulu. Please tell us what you do.
So please, send a message to my producer, and my producer will definitely have a conversation with you.
All right.
Thank you.
Now, this one says, the drivers are not helping us at all. Government is doing its part, and I think we should support the government to make Ghana a better place. I think if some of them are refusing to make things run smoothly, we should apply for to stabilize things. Master Planner Junior Policy Analyst in Kintampo is the one who sent us.
Master Planner, you want changes? Please clap for Master Planner. He's my good friend. He's always sending us messages on Prime Morning. Thank you so much for watching Changes as well. Very grateful.
Well, this one says, I wouldn't take Okada even if there's free money. All right. This one says, hi, Rosalind. Good afternoon. I'm Bibi from Koforidua. I tell viewers to ask for forgiveness from God before deciding to use Okada because, A, the way they ride is a matter of life and death. Speed, I had to close my eyes throughout my journey and tell them to use proper helmets worth their price, and cause pieces are very outrageous. And me, to be fair, what's me catch on call for and say looky presentable. Rosalind, Okada drivers, the presentation alone will make you not want to sit on it. Sometimes the stench is terrible. Like, why would somebody want to go and sit on Okada? They don't dress properly, they don't look good, and then they are speeding on the road too. Please take care of yourself. You're carrying someone's child behind you, right? Someone's mother is sitting behind you. You have to take care of yourself. Sometimes it's discouraging. That's why some of us don't do that. So don't, if you know, as I said, don't pick the Okada if you don't want to pick the Okada. But please, we'll just see you.
So that day 1 minute I can't follow.
But it's true, but no, because Roslyn, like I said, my area is very populated with these. Like you see them everywhere.
So you want them to smell good.
They should smell, they should look good. They should smell good. Keep yourself well. And the road is dusty, I get that. And they stand by the roadside, it's dusty. But at least you can still take care of yourself. Kakra, you just use take what do you call it, a rag or something. Clean your body, clean the bike. Someone will sit on it. And it's not more, sir. Just well, please.
It's the speed that I'm very worried about the speed, you know, because we have only one life. And if you look at the number of accidents that we have in Ghana, the motor accidents are 3 times car accidents. And it's quite disheartening. You know, I wish Okada riders will be able to tell us that henceforth, we are going to make sure that we follow the rules and regulations with regards to driving in Ghana.
Respect the traffic.
Respect of traffic. You know, you are not supposed to drive on the sides, but your drivers are always on the side. 247. And sometimes some of these people are registered members. What do you do to Nkofos and Moyomode?
Yes, yeah.
Hona se obi kokroma de oye okwan so na watu no fo afa ho enti no de mekan se obi antu ne ho fo se obo fo msisi ya association awo ma sa 1000 and 2000 se de ma no na abu no anase kotwen be da na ho a se ska ntimi pepa enti to wan kasa ho fo ne fa wo bo nkwan ho ban na wu ba ko pa asa
customers na munya no young ones and I'm paying for na why man e omuta afa mo pa.
Oh, the one type of pie young ones and youth and ensure P 24 and almost so.
Listen, Kofoba na so maka say me pente ma mo so mo contem man oh.
I know the
and I'm what speed limit.
It is speed limit. I know the obi ba or pente me bia or the idea she will be or airport because the last time me for man be was me open table or bad or business meet me the 30 minutes at the airport now so the only problem from Valley View to airport you don't need 25 minutes and then charge up charging the car would more than that because or corner meeting pana the sika bon obu hand the open that speed no but the open so ko man there and most old ladies no bu ha say obe fa this be one person and you obi an obe fa no nti bia o trust obi say no oba na nipa ni ho a obe so obe fa obi a bia so me kwa ha obe gina ho atwen wa mo aba apart from modo e de obe don't nti no young boys dey obo mo fa ho de obi a because on fa ho no speed a woko they are used to and he said o kan obi a on the customers and obi a on nipa or trust ni say as soon as see the on there or ride with okay and you know as soon as na me pass that's how is it
kai mrebi papa bi jana fun wo kam na oba station say opese onche sika na onkoje no fun enti say the pressure o dey mama no that time na sada no ka bi cross me e ma me kwa na my frustrated that enti me gina wo say me ho me kakra na tension na ko dance na ma ko no buy say ka ne fun akaka mu say the all pressure me na say we do next station na me say mpache ho na eko me beje papa we na manya fault because me an kasa tension wo me so dada na wo say ma me pressure udi ni pa na chi dia obo ha udi na chi a ono mo akọ speed na ma an hwa na mu nyina ma ankodru
Mushroom.
because ono no tie chi nyina opese ka na wo hu no ho na opese wo kosan ne ho ka na edin mi so wo mpe o say den o pentema to the extent say what in life na to chacha say who could drive and could drive fine because say the woman pressure and there say sa na me ka no
Nti so obi ma mo pressure mo charge no double ana.
me de menko me ankasa me say de menko
Okay.
o ma wuti china man pressure pi me ka say an hwa me si no afa fufuru me no kwase adwuma me my no 4 years say as say me di moto farming bo from die cause ebi to me da nyame adom anya me dinya se nye de mitime ye ntia nyame adom ebi hu bi saada ebi se o ma me pressure pi a me yi wasi se ba che me kasa abufu so nso e me sere o se me sere o de o se de o pen de yese o fo bi foforo Nti sɛ nka yɛ nyinaa ebitumi ayɛ saa, I think sɛ riders na accident bebree no nkeso bɛte. Sɛ nka obiara betumi ayɛ sɛ me a, sɛ de saa na meka no. Nanso wonya no saa.
Do you double charge? So be cast off or pentema?
Oh, yeah, charge so, but obu also time on or person who could do to me could appreciate you with some money. But I say charging the parent double, but sometimes obu how open term and I say day no person will the budget be about 500 cedis a day. And you know, maybe or painful be about them in pay speed you near hey, madam pay speed and all the baker home. Even make us who pay speed because I have higher 10 cedis who pay speed that. Because we quite bad before we front, you know, that's our own piece with there. And no, yeah, some and Yama, they can say rather be lucky because we're that passenger and I any panqua and you can say who disconnected the hour who are one cast of car number for one. But a binum for homes out, own piece with the area and in my station, but people who maternity or infantini. About kind of I'm in pace, so we shall become to almost train or do have only wow, his own could speed Fanaco and Sano Omoyan Antino, or be a person on comrantem. Sabaya also a Bayana Okada, Isicano. Normally, the Okada didn't say charge more until Isicana and get it because 5 cities don't go see the Paraba, 10 cities don't go see the Panaba. The person on come more Sabaya, Obinya.
Okada, would you 5 cities?
In my area, there because.
Oh, sir. It's in a day, Okada business in a day, much minya by saying.
I know it depends on Nipan Casa.
Okay. It's minimum, usually minimum, your best saying.
Mean to me, I say minimum because me say, me catch a master at channel. Me were customers, and you know, men Tanahose mate was a new pabba. Oh, and they will call you by me, then have family, you know, and no son, one Tanasi, that's a whole year more from one pocket when you made the annual. Because the guy said there was a time when this a day that.
Hey, a day.
A day. Thousands.
Luckily, from your home in the Bahan, so in your chrome, you know, I don't know where clock baby that now I pick a cross or so around.
Wow.
Until why it will be umpire and so benya. Chrome, Famico Circle, Famico Han, Yana, your pepper,
and only a good.
And no cobalt, Sicanary, Apostle.
Ha! 1,000 cedi a day. The business name will you. And 6 days, 6,000. 10 days, 10,000.
I know, can I say, you will be a war only customers. Or better station, actual number say we do so. The bedroom is enough 5 cedi number. We bet me a coffee with 100 cedis.
Wow. Shall we have some messages?
Yes, we do have some messages. In 2024, I was hit down twice by moto.
I
wasn't sitting on it. I was crossing the road.
Oh.
And I had accident. One was here, down there.
Okay. Wow.
What's the name of the down there?
Adeshaman.
No, Adeshaman. I was crossing, the red light had stopped all right. Yeah. So obviously the sign showing passengers to go had, was on. I was going, this guy didn't look, just threw me away. I was like, oh my God, if I would die, Okada never kume. Never. Right? And then I must amount to the same thing. So speed, I mean, I'm standing on speed. Well, this one says, good afternoon. Now I always speak Okada because it has made going in and out of my house easier and faster. But sometimes those that drive cars don't respect the motor riders, forgetting the motor riders are also human beings. I have also heard a number of them complain about the drivers. Okada riders have said so many times that the drivers do not respect them. Sometimes the drivers will see them coming and they would also zoom in. So if the Okada rider is not very experienced, they will fall down. So please, drivers, let's give them the space as well. When you see them, move a little so that they can wiggle out and go their way, all right? This one says, for our safety's sake, if you want to pick Okada, make sure that the driver is always having 2 helmets or else he will die and he will live. Oh, you are here. So this is someone else's advice that even if you sit on Okada, at least make sure that the Okada rider has 2 helmets and use one and then he'll give you one. All right, this one says that please stop making them seem okay. What is that one saying? All right. Good afternoon, Joy Prime. I'm so grateful to you for this conversation about Okada Association. Well, Okada is very safe when you are sitting on it. Just talk to the rider that you don't like speed. You're the one paying the Okada guy. You have the right to control him. I'm Abraham. Okay. This one says that good afternoon to you too. And please stop making them seem bad, although they might be careless. Please stop making them seem bad, although they might be careless, but not all. We are not saying every one of them, darling. We are saying that some of them can be quite careless, all right? So not every one of them. There are some really, really good Okada riders out there, and shout outs to all of them. Some really good ones.
I mean, we have Ike, we have Thibaut, and they've been doing this for, Ike has been doing it for 4 years, Thibaut has been doing it for 5 years, and they are very careful riders. So yes, there are a lot of them out there.
I'm saying. There's some
who are very careful.
Yeah.
The unfortunate thing is that, you know, most people don't have the patience to get to the station to pick them. So they'll stand by the roadside, especially those who go to the Trotro station. They've been in a queue for 30 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours. They see an Okada rider passing, they just stop him, hop on the Okada, and then they just go, you know. And unfortunately, you are putting your life at risk if you do this. You know, and so we are not making them look bad. We want you to know that if you are struggling to get Trotro or taxi, let us tell you that Okada is safe. And they are telling us that don't just pick by the roadside. Rather go to the station and pick them. You can identify them by their dressing. You can. What else can we ask? Should we ask for license when we meet you? Oh, we can't ask for that one.
No, for license you cannot ask.
You can't ask?
No.
Hey, sorry.
You won't
Why?
even. One case I won't be open till now. I feel now obepe.
That's
Enti badge na say nipa na share uniform na badge for na.
Okay.
Who na be who say what the only station
that's jacket today be at your who badge.
Anya dey be an jacket. They will reflector yes.
Oh, so jacket most say ya warning tin ya jacket from man e ko mu no. Enti about 80% share jacket anamwa.
Okay. If that is the case, they are just a probably be the 2 home.
And amonya jacket na mo fa e badge bi mo. Or no free station be but who's working the coin who na ka say emfa moto wo kwan ho nti even so no so na nka expert wo de be kwa kodru be de wo hu nti yi se nya asenso de bi ada say be wo moto no ho say tare tank no ho and the hu auto say we there for free association asomasi na over.
But prices now, how is it like so far? You say mo num board in there. Now so how is it like? Mo say mo to me 5 cedi, mo to me 10 cedi.
Oh, say the station you will find yourself no. You see, it's always a junction. There be a junction. As no, and the junction or more inside. It depends on your location and I say your distance. And yeah, they my price no. And then say, oh, yeah, any short distance is 5 cities. We don't take less than 5 cities.
Short distance, no know how many minutes ride?
Oh, we're not there more than 1 minute.
And nani person never from not more than 1 minute coming auntie.
Even way madam.
Sir, on auntie.
E go crowd for na crowd bo fu go we say ni free ni hani he ya na bia won so watch your station say ndru so da be dru so na obi aba say me fee ni so if I make off 5 cities now crowd waja
on auntie
and I especially say oh tower e bia wonder body that Ezugo junction on say they have been assigned to pass through the footbridge. Who have better cross no. Eh, but so on
who have on Yajuma be as a cross and corner of the cross. Najuman on coast station on phobia and Cobabia. And also we are no if this side I know you big naba, no you big knuckle. Who have on Pessoa footbridge and so a woman.
It's your Tinamoto Neswa. Now walk cross it.
Now was that 10 cities. And then 5 cities. We don't overcross 5 cities.
It's in a police for Chimui. No more cross. Yes, I did my cross. I don't know cross.
Okada baby over 4 cross via over fan change at time car na air speed. Car no be chuma the next one will be do no chum.
No, I didn't 10
sharp. Enti bo ha enye yen so nkwana. Enye yen so nkwana ye ma accident ni si. Bo ha me de me gina ha ma free free say me pesca ile because me cross here. me cross it nti won so hwe say car na car twam gidigidi we say me fa on cross it me sika nso hia me nipa na won ka say
are you not risking your lives when you do this and na money ye hu no because won say obi be catch yourself cross it illegal so wo ye because we hia sika and no na me Okada na ye scary no ana me boa ka ho me boa Timo because ye person ye man kofo feel say ye safe now so ebi mo cross it family cross it illegal and so wa cross it or do traffic lights a wonyina no wetwem
I'm running on straight in the illegal but me sika ntime ye nti won so hwe say won kwa madam sana ebinum fa no won kwa na won so de be say kwa kofa 1 minute de akofa no per 30 seconds de across it within 30 seconds we betimi awu okofa food bridge aka bia ne ho a e ba be bo obi okra na aka ne mbo no but e bo no so aben na say pressure bia na ayi ne ho adi enti e betu obi anso fo senka se baby afford bridge or ha kofa ho na jai crossing no Okada run the sika into obeye wan hwa na so wan go free say they free fee no
because in a split second car bit me if baby up a ball
sa esida.
Wow. Anyway, we have some messages coming in, but before that, maybe yes, Adiza, I saw your hands up long time ago. Pardon me that I didn't come to you. Yes.
But is it legal? No, semi your partner be semi join Okada mba Jimiana. And at the also. Isi na isi nkofu bebre na sro no na me dream say bia mbetuma bibi say app enwa nti say bia nkofu no ba number register number ye legalized na mo de o matoto app nti ya ye suro say akronfo be wi aye no na ya order o straight nti bia Accra na bia wo te shia wo
I like this one.
Oh, first question no acho obade we akukudru adwuma wankasa ka bibitimi pio so at once we oba anhwa na we mu ahyew na we hu de obeye nti obade yen recommend men je ko station
This is gender bias.
Madam, for safety me bias men je ma
really? But you see, when you go to the north, there are people who do it. Like this is their means of transport.
Northness, they are different.
They live in Accra. She's a northerner. She lives in Accra. She wants to join.
Northern is not like Accra. Cars near too much of her. Only Akukodra, Okada, Bemakra, only Akukodra, won't mean you. Ebo ha, baby, why he Akukodra, one Yakukodra, a honor, any consent accident, Belbina, and now we don't beat me as you now who they own your own.
The future, I be a man, say, 3, 4, 5 years. I'll move up in it.
Obadi, me
still.
Seme president pa Okada mu afa Ghana he na oba ba kokra no na ba mu
because
e ba ho hia omo so eni vimsa bibi kakra bia na ne yema hye
we hia me
ni hia e hunti na wo wonti ye wo wonti na bi so da anya se ya na wo pentem se wo wonti na bi so da
menti na bi so
e hunti ya bebe ma bi wo te se wa onisa ehuni woni wo betena so timade omu ye hufo time obade me kra me mfa me metena so da.
You know the people, some of the police women that ride in front of the president, some of them are women. Ajia Police, beautiful woman. She actually has trained a lot of female riders in
That's
the
what I'm
police.
saying. So I think
and
that
so,
if they are trained, like or they can even pick the people, the ladies, and train them.
Anna, still
the tennis.
Yes, Timo.
It being said is what a man can do better.
Not riding.
And not there. Though riding say so risky, but or bounce so bit me aye. But the president can say in a cry here, say cars near the adeno. Emma omo akokudru iswa. But say oba at what training oba say or me riding motor obey to me. And but bema a time obetiki. And they are training the hono oba bia ne de longer than this gradually.
Okay.
But say oni motor no nim die bia dia and obebriansa. Because said the nurse sister when you go to some villages that most of the ladies are more riding. I don't know what they are, but I high no cars the doors and I so now the cars no more respect.
Okay.
They drive in if you don't take care of yourself, one gas no. But
Emma riders be more careful. Omo be saving lives more than Emma riders. Emma riders, it's in your accidents.
The thing is, I don't even think it may be like that, but people, when someone goes to the station and they see a female rider, they won't pick. There's a lady at someone. She has stopped and now she's doing mates. She's a mate now.
Okay.
She's a bus conductor now because she would take her bike there in the morning, wait for people, and her colleagues will be there, and everybody will come and say, but because she's a woman, people don't want to sit on it. So let me
find out from you, my studio audience, who will use a female Okada rider?
You see, all ladies.
The ladies will use.
The ladies will use. Why will you use? Use the microphone.
Because I'm a lady though, and she's going to be more careful than the guy.
The guy, okay. What about you?
Because I feel that the lady has some I am same thing so will be so.
Okay.
I'll pick the female.
You pick the
because
female.
the guys, they don't have that kind of abadai.
I see.
Sometimes it's not about say the over ride care no. Obi bit me ride careless. No, they are she are about to ban a honeymoon see and I pay at once I won't obey. None hope a prayer. Yeah, what is here? Maybe you boom never a mad Rebecca and member Rebecca. A ma I am saying a bantam chain member. And to be paying CCC already care but who do obey.
Okay.
All
right, Shola.
This one says, please, my dad rides motorcycles and he's been doing it for 9 years without any accident. Nowadays, it's contem, not brantem. That's why they're getting the accident. But she says her dad has done that business for 9 years and has never had one accident.
Adiza asked the second question, right? What did you ask? Because we haven't answered that one.
I was asking about app.
The app. Yes, the app. Do you have plans of starting an app to make it easy for those who are home? Maybe they order the ride and then you come home and then they sit on it and go.
Yeah, it's already started though. Do you know that? The ride-hailing people have Okada on the app now.
Oh, that one. Both. Really? Is it?
Yes.
Is it really Okada?
It is.
It's not delivery?
No. Now there's delivery and there's Okada.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The app is working already.
I see. I didn't know because I don't even access. Wow. Yes, you wanted to say something more.
Yeah, the question you just asked, and the Uber app and the boat, they came to have a conversation with us that they want to link us to the app. Said the bear who you saw, anybody can request you. Said they're not. Madam and no, but you see, and a year time mana. You legalize it now. Omo pese omo di shame, but I am more. Until say no, if you want to request for Okada,
me I requested for it. Okay.
Yes, you can't say be legalizing. Oh, why young go for back now we for back stations. No money already didn't come. Last time, last 3 weeks, some be church. Yeah, you need you home. You did and number near there. They don't medical.
Okay.
But you or one can be man. Definitely in seven to Monka.
Okay. Obe pesa obe ye no sense o station.
But madam, one thing we discuss with them, we see the Uber boats and other, we know their price are always cheap.
Less.
And they have less prices. We are trying to communicate with them, say, me person me if I will be a quackra, me charge me per me meet my discount, but with the app on the air control, me say, many say. And near no more cash and the bend there because say if that is the case, Obi do have a journey app on.
Okay.
If that is the case, app on the control, me say, you know,
if you don't join the app, join the app now, eventually what will happen is that more will be out of market because that's what happened with the taxis. You know, when these rides started and they came in cheap, the taxi drivers were still insisting that they were going to charge the amounts they are charging. Today, you hardly see a taxi on the road. Because I would rather use these rides and it'll come off cheaper than to sit in a taxi. If the taxi will charge me 70, that same ride will charge me 50. Why go for a taxi? And si one penny, you basically say eventually no more penny no more caution. And I just say
bibi foforo ba e wo Okada na chi but the name Okada na dey am sure say nipa bebre bejai aba app no so because eno ye less obi anso ni ho a opese ade be sa no we ko fi na nsike so nti me fa ha na menya dodo na wo me fa na menya keto bia me fa bia menya dodo nti nipa dodo na kakra bi na betimi age atom say ankote say de kanon na say kokote say app no be sure say gene 1 cedi gene 2 cedi kakra bi pe na betimi aye.
Okay.
And madam, one advice I will give it to my fellow Okada riders is if we go ahead with the app and no be boy because say my fa will be when say my fa will be free here and they call long distance. Now say without the app unless I come back to the station, but say app on the control anybody can request you. Oh baby, I will be into the mouth. Will be a family at the mark. Do say price near less. But we with my request with my different place. And also a bit rather than some corner member. This is the advice I will give it to my fellow Okada riders and say, or more am I concentrated on the app? Do say price is cheap, but also be boama I am mama.
And then so be boama I regulate you almost.
Yes,
now so how far will you go? So be bus or babe famwa. Say be your free house to me pay Okada de akokuma say amoko.
No, within Accra.
Within Accra, okay, Munko out of Accra.
Oh, Munko out of Accra, but one spend a month with the map with Nakoko for you.
Okay.
That by Kumasi dear.
Oh, Ufa Koforia.
Yeah, Koforia.
Also, Wako. Is there no video how many minutes and how many hours?
Oh, Koforia, many press do cry echo. That was last week. 1 hour 30 minutes.
1 hour 30 minutes. Is it the panel say?
Oh, same.
But in any pass, I know what you are saying.
Oh, my final if you had Nakoko, I know my charge or less. I be able to make you about 450 and I say 500 cedis.
Ebi musutia, obi jitumtia. Edding, no one edding. And also no time, best 2 years cry now when you 1 crown coin.
450 Ghana.
Sabi be quite intense. Once crown you have been coin.
Wow.
A banaba.
I see. And then yes, I've learned a lot today, and it's been so. I don't know what to say, but it's been so much of an eye-opener for me this afternoon. This is my first time having an interaction with Okada Riders, so I'm excited today, and I've learned so much. Thank you so much for being here. We are grateful. Please give them a round of applause. They have told us why we can go ahead and use Okada. It's the next safe thing, so make sure you use it. And give yourselves a round of applause. Clap for Shola as well. She was here to read all the messages, although she's under the weather. Clap for me too. I miss making clap. Anyway, it's been a great show. It's been a very good one. Sometimes we'll come your way with conversations like this so you can join. It's educational pieces and also things to help you in your communities. My name is Roslyn Fairley. We'll be back again on Wednesday, same time, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.